Today's weather is sponsored by McClintock Preferred Finishes, wholesale and supply store, with 2 locations, one in Paducah, Kentucky, and the other in Evansville, Indiana. Good morning, everybody. It's August 31st, 2016, and August is almost finished. Meteorological fall starts tomorrow. Meteorologists are a little weird. We measure the seasons a little bit differently. We consider fall to be September, October, and November, and the weather tomorrow is actually going to work out just about right for meteorological fall. We've got a cold front coming in from the north today. Now, this front will probably trigger some showers and thunderstorms. Cold front bumping into all this warm, muggy air. It's going to cause some lifts, so expect some showers and storms on radar, especially this afternoon and evening. But once that front clears our area, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, anticipating mostly sunny sky conditions, some patchy fog at night. That patchy fog will, of course, last into the morning hours. And when the fog is thickest, it will look almost cloudy outside because that fog has to mix out during the morning hours. But once that fog mixes out, we'll be left with mostly sunny sky conditions, perhaps some patchy afternoon cumulus clouds like you see on the cartoons, The Simpsons, those pretty cumulus clouds. Those would develop during the afternoon probably, mostly clear at night other than a patchy fog. And temperatures starting tomorrow are going to be much lower. And more importantly, dew points are going to be much lower. Dew points over the coming days will drop from the 70s today, muggy air, to the 50s by Thursday and Friday, 50s and 60s into the weekend for dew points. And that is an air mass that you will feel a noticeable difference compared to recent weeks where we've had dew points into the 70s. Dew point's a great way to measure moisture in the atmosphere at the lower levels. I like to use it more than humidity. Dew point gives you a better sense of what it feels like outside. And when you have dew points into the 50s and 60s, that's a great air mass. It's going to feel crisp, nice outside, great camping weather. We'll get through today, showers and thunderstorms, and then we should be dry into Monday. A couple of the models trying to pop a shower or two late Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon. It's just one model guidance package that does that. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't see any widespread rain or any concerns into your holiday weekend. So if you've got plans to camp this weekend, it should be great weather. Now, if you're headed to the East Coast or down towards Florida, we do have this tropical system to deal with over the coming days, and it could bring quite a bit of rain to the Florida Panhandle, parts of western Florida. Let's just look at it on satellite view this morning. This is the infrared. You're looking at clouds here, very cold cloud tops overnight. Thunderstorms have blown up near the center, and this is still a tropical depression. But now as it moves northeast today, we're probably going to see it strengthen. But really the impact from this system is going to be the storm surge, heavy rain, 5 to 10 inches of rain, anywhere from the Panhandle back towards west central Florida. And then some tornadoes. Normally the tornadoes are on the east, northeast side of the system. You'll get that shear in there, and you'll spin up some short-lived tornadoes. Very hard to warn on those. So if you've got travel plans to Florida, you want to keep this in mind. They've got a lot of weather going on. This system will come ashore on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, into Friday morning, and then it will skirt on off to the northeast, and it will likely bring heavy rain into parts of Georgia, South, North Carolina, perhaps into Virginia, and then it may move towards the northeast over the coming days as well. So I would advise you to check the local weather forecast if you're headed to the beach along the East Coast over the coming days. Rip currents as well. If you plan on swimming, those rip currents can cause you a lot of problems. So if you are headed to Destin, if you are headed to Pensacola, if you are headed to New Orleans, those areas should miss out on this system. This system is supposed to turn towards the northeast as this cold front and trough moves in to the east. It will help pull this system off towards the north and east, and that will keep it out of our region. That will keep it out of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. But if you're in the Destin area, westward, should be okay. Now, with that said, there still could be some rip currents along the Florida Panhandle. You're probably still going to have some showers and thunderstorms in that area. Some of those could be heavy, but summertime in Florida, you're going to have some showers and storms. But the bulk of this system, the bulk of the tropical system should stay. It's an east lopsided storm, so the bulk of the rain will stay to the east and southeast of those areas. All right, so if you have travel plans to the Florida or the East Coast, keep an eye on that. Otherwise, let me just pop back over here into our area this morning. We look at satellite view and we see this cold front to our north. These are clouds. These are showers, thunderstorms that are popping up along and ahead of the front. And as the front moves southeast today, you will have some showers and storms. We also have some patchy dense fog this morning, so use care if you're out and about. The fog will mix out later this morning, and that will leave you with some partly sunny sky conditions as we wait on the cold front to move through the area. Let's just take a look at temperatures this morning. Let me turn those on. Let me turn the radar off. We do have temperatures this morning already popping into the upper 70s. Soon we'll be in the 80s. We'll top out today a little cooler than yesterday. Still quite warm, middle upper 80s. We get some showers and thunderstorms. Of course, that will cool us off a little bit. Let me show you dew points this morning. Again, dew points in the 70s. Very uncomfortable air. Anytime you have dew points in the 70s, it does not feel nice outside. But let's look off to the north and east, and we see dew points across Iowa now in the 50s and 60s. Here's that cold front. Here's that nicer air moving south and east today and tonight, and it will arrive in our area over the next 24 hours. Pull out a little bit more, and you see dew points into the 40s across North Dakota, 50s in Minnesota, and that's sliding into Iowa as well. So we've got some great weather over the coming days. If you've got holiday plans, I really could not think of a better forecast to give you. Expect daily highs in the upper 70s to middle 80s. Expect dew points to be low. Wind conditions about northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour during the day. And then at night, they'll subside a little bit more into the 2, 3, 4, 5 mile per hour range with that patchy fog. But great weather for your holiday. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great week. Have a great weekend.